Picture this. It's the early 1960s. Rock and roll is blasting. Miniskirts are raising eyebrows. And cars? Cars are becoming more than machines. They're statements. And today, we're diving into two of the most legendary statements on wheels, the Ford Mustang of 1964 and the Jaguar E-Type of 1961. Now, let's be honest. This isn't just a battle of cars. This is a clash of cultures. America's Mustang, the people's muscle car, versus Britain's E-Type, the rolling sculpture that even Enzo Ferrari himself bowed down to. So, which one wins? Well, let's break it down. First up, the Ford Mustang, 1964. The year Ford looked at the youth of America and said, "You want cool? You want freedom? You want to look like Steve McQueen without the acting chops? Here's your car." And boom, the Mustang was born. It wasn't a supercar. It wasn't delicate. It wasn't about perfection. It was about fun, affordability, and attitude. You could buy one for under $3,000 back then, which meant even young rebels and secretaries could have one. That's why they called it the pony car. Small, sporty, and ready to run. Under the hood, depending on how wild you wanted to get, you could have a 6-cylinder for cruising, or a thumping V8 that rumbled like a rock concert. 0 to 60? Well, let's just say it was fast enough to smoke your buddy's station wagon and make you feel like the king of the drive-in. And styling? Oh, the styling. Long hood, short deck, chrome details. It was simple but striking, like James Dean in car form. But the real genius of the Mustang wasn't just looks or speed. It was accessibility. This wasn't a car for the elites, it was a car for the people. Ford basically said, "Why should only rich folks have all the fun? Here's your ticket to cool." And America went nuts. They sold over 1 million in just a couple of years. That's not a car, that's a cultural earthquake. Now let's switch gears. The Jaguar E-Type, 1961. While America was building muscle, the Brits decided to build art on wheels. When the E-Type rolled out, it didn't just impress car lovers, it stunned the entire world. Enzo Ferrari himself supposedly called it the most beautiful car ever made. And when Ferrari compliments you, you frame that quote and hang it above your fireplace forever. The design? Oh man, those curves, that long, endless bonnet, those sleek, flowing lines. It looked like it wasn't designed. It was sculpted by the gods of aerodynamics and fashion themselves. Park it next to anything else from the 60s, and suddenly everything else looks like a cardboard box. But here's the kicker. The E-Type wasn't just a pretty face. Under the hood, it packed a 3.8-liter straight-six engine, making around 265 horsepower. Top speed? About 150 miles per hour. That was insane for the early 60s. And it didn't just go fast, it handled like a dream. Independent suspension, disc brakes, lightweight body. It was as much a race car as it was a road car. And let's not forget, while the Mustang was the car of the people, the E-Type was the car of the jet set. Movie stars, rock stars, playboys, they all wanted one. It was expensive, exclusive, and dripping with sex appeal. Driving one was like saying, "Yes, I have taste. Also, I probably drink champagne for breakfast." So here's the big question. Which one wins? The Mustang or the E-Type? The Mustang gave America a car that was affordable, fun, and iconic. It's the reason we even have a whole genre of pony cars today. Without it, no Camaro, no Challenger, heck, no Mustang movies either. It was raw freedom, bottled up, and sold by the millions. But the E-Type? The E-Type was pure elegance. It was the car you parked outside a fancy hotel to make the valet question his life choices. It wasn't just a car, it was rolling proof that beauty and engineering could live happily ever after. So, what's the verdict? Honestly, it depends on what kind of legend you want. Do you want the all-American rebel that defined cool for the masses? Or do you want the British beauty that defined perfection for the few? Because, in the end, the Mustang gave us freedom, and the E-Type gave us dreams. And, really, who wouldn't want both? So, let me throw this back at you. Are you a Mustang person, blasting rock and roll on the highway? Or an E-Type person, cruising into a gala with everyone's jaw on the floor? One thing's for sure. The 1960s didn't just give us music and fashion, it gave us two of the greatest cars in history. And that's a legacy worth celebrating.